Hi, welcome to our virtual field trip around the world. Today we will explore 3 of the natural hazards from around the world. This screencast will present different hazards at a local level for the 3 stops and locations that we have chosen for this project. We will also display different solutions that we believe could be precautionary efforts when presented with the hazard. As we depart from the heart of Pasadena, we will stop at our first location, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale includes 31 different counties that have 23 beautiful miles of beaches along the Atlantic coast. This town is porous and fully surrounded by water. We are taken to the Fort Lauderdale Antique Car Museum that showcases the history of the Packard Motor Company. Unique to the city, this museum is home to pre-war automobiles from 1900 to the 1940s. This touristic city, home to many beaches, has its faults. We see that through the map shown, one of the causes of the waves rising is the gravitational force of the moon. Showing a theoretical 5-meter rise in sea level, the damage to infrastructure is what our preventative measures target. For example, we have proposed an initial investment in sandbags to halt the damages that flooding causes, in addition to an early detection system. Next, we are going to fly from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to San Ysidro near the California-Mexico border. The San Ysidro port of entry, which separates Tijuana, Mexico from the San Diego County, is the busiest land border crossing in the world, with more than 30 million people crossing in and out of the country last year alone, according to government statistics. Both sides of the border are high-risk areas for earthquakes. The Brawley Seismic Zone, which connects the San Andreas Fault to the Imperial Fault, has tectonic plates that are constantly moving away from each other. That proves to be the cause of the earthquakes we see here in the map. We see here that there have been many earthquakes over the last year along the San Andreas Fault, Brawley Seismic Zone, and the Imperial Fault. There are many preventative measures to be taken during the time of an earthquake. For example, by educating citizens on the precautions to take during an earthquake, we can avoid the disastrous scenes that we see in the video here. Creating evacuation and communication plans are also useful in times of a severe earthquake. For our last trip, we will fly from the California-Mexico border to Casedonia, Colombia. This beautiful city in the heart of Colombia has beautiful green lands that are useful for the agriculture and produce that the country relies on. Lightning strikes, which are consistent in the country, cause human danger, but cattle and other livestock are affected in addition to the oil and natural gas reserves. Lightning, which is caused from the opposite charged particles in the clouds above, produce atmospheric discharge of energy. For example, it is crucial to stay away from electrical wires, large patches of land or grass, and open water. And now that is the end of our tour. Thank you for coming along with us. We enjoyed this trip around the world to discover different hazards presented by nature.